It's fun to do a concert that includes Gershwin and Sondheim and connects the dots because they are very much connected. George Gershwin and Ira Gershwin wrote very important musical comedies in the 1920s into the 1930s, and in those days musical comedies were mainly about the songs and the stars. They weren't about the plots or the stories. And Sondheim is one of the people who unified musical theater, and his songs are always integral to the story, and it's a very different time in which he created his works. That is why he considers Porgy and Bess to be the greatest American musical theater work in history, certainly the greatest American opera, because it was an early dramatic work that played on Broadway that was fully integrated and is very sophisticated music. Sondheim is sometimes not happy about some of the Gershwin songs because he could be critical of Ira's lyrics, something with which I strongly disagree. However, he reveres the work of Gershwin. He also reveres the work of Jerome Kern, which is why we're including Jerome Kern in the program. And we're including Vincent Youmans because Vincent Youmans was a contemporary of George Gershwin's who was born one day apart. And Sondheim is influenced by Kern, very much so. He's influenced by Vincent Youmans. And when he wrote the show Follies, when Sondheim wrote the show Follies, he wrote the score as a pastiche, as an homage to all these different composers of the past, because it's about characters who return to this theater and sing songs that they sang 30 years earlier in their career, so he was able to write songs that sounded older. So he very specifically wrote one song in the style of Gershwin, one song in the style of Kern, one song in the style of Irving Berlin. So it is obvious that we had to include something from Follies because it is the closest link between those two writers.